What if I told you that today's story is about a man who was rejected by his hometown club, worked in a factory during the day, and played amateur football at night? Less than a decade later, he stunned the world by leading Leicester City to the most unbelievable Premier League title in history, overcoming 5,000 to 1 odds. This is the incredible story of Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy was born in Sheffield, England in 1987. Like millions of children across the country, he spent every possible moment with a football at his feet. He dreamed of wearing the shirt of his hometown club. Nothing else mattered. When Jamie joined Sheffield Wednesday's youth academy, it felt like the first step toward becoming a professional footballer. He trained hard. He believed he was exactly where he belonged. But football can be brutally unforgiving. At just 16 years old, Jamie received devastating news. Sheffield Wednesday released him. The club he loved no longer believed he had a future in professional football. For many young players, that would have been the end.
Watching other young players continue their football journeys was painful. For the first time, Jamie wondered if his dream had already ended before it had truly begun. But deep inside, he wasn't ready to let football go. Instead of giving up, Jamie joined Stocksbridge Park Steels, a small non-league club. The crowds were tiny. The pitches were rough. There were no television cameras. But every match gave him another chance to prove himself. During the day, Jamie worked long shifts in a factory, making medical splints. When work ended, his second job began: training. Football wasn't paying his bills, but it was still paying for his dream. During his early 20s, Jamie made a serious mistake that led to a conviction after an altercation outside a pub. As part of his sentence, he wore an electronic ankle tag and had strict curfew conditions. He later spoke openly about regretting that period of his life. Instead of allowing one bad decision to define him, he chose to change. Jamie kept scoring, week after week, season after season. He wasn't playing in glamorous stadiums. He wasn't on television. But every goal made it harder for scouts to ignore him. Eventually, professional scouts began showing up. They weren't interested because of his age. They were interested because of his performances. Jamie wasn't asking for attention anymore. His football was demanding it. In 2010, Jamie joined Halifax Town. For the first time in years, his football career truly began moving forward, and he wasted no time proving he belonged. Jamie's next stop was Fleetwood Town. Again, he kept scoring. Defenders couldn't stop him. Promotion followed, and suddenly, clubs from the professional leagues were lining up. In 2012, Leicester City paid around £1 million to sign Jamie Vardy. At the time, it was a record transfer fee for a player coming directly from non-league football. Many people thought Leicester had taken a huge risk. But the dream quickly became difficult. Jamie struggled during his first season. Goals didn't come easily. Critics questioned whether he was worth the money. For the first time since leaving non-league football, he doubted himself. The pressure became overwhelming. Jamie later admitted that he even considered quitting football altogether. Imagine that, a future Premier League champion, thinking about walking away from the game forever. Instead of giving up, Jamie stayed. Manager Nigel Pearson continued believing in him, even when many others didn't. Sometimes, all it takes is one person refusing to give up on you. That belief would soon change football history. Before dreaming about championships, Leicester first had to survive. After looking certain to be relegated, the team produced an incredible late-season comeback. staying in the Premier League felt like a victory. Nobody imagined that it was only the beginning. When the new season began, almost everyone expected Leicester to fight relegation once again. The bookmakers gave them 5,000 to 1 odds of winning the league. To put that into perspective, almost nobody believed it was possible. Jamie entered the greatest scoring streak of his career. One match, then another, then another. Week after week, he found the back of the net. Suddenly, the impossible no longer seemed impossible. Then came history. Jamie scored in his 11th straight Premier League match, breaking the record previously held by Ruud van Nistelrooy. The player once told he wasn't good enough had become one of the league's most unstoppable strikers. The football world couldn't stop talking about Leicester City, and at the center of the story was Jamie Vardy. Only a few years earlier, he had been working factory shifts. Now, millions of people knew his name. With only a handful of matches remaining, Leicester still led the Premier League. Every game felt like a final. The pressure was enormous. But the team refused to panic. And then, the impossible happened. Leicester City won the Premier League against odds of 5,000 to 1. It became one of the greatest underdog stories in the history of sports, and Jamie Vardy stood at the heart of it. Jamie Vardy's journey reminded the world that talent doesn't always arrive early. Sometimes it arrives after rejection, after hard work, after setbacks. The factory worker had become a Premier League champion, but his story still wasn't finished. Only a few years after working factory shifts, Jamie Vardy was wearing the England shirt. The boy once released by his hometown club was now representing his country on the biggest stages in football. It was a dream he had almost given up on. After Leicester's incredible title win, some of Europe's biggest clubs showed interest. But Jamie chose to stay. He believed in the club that had believed in him when so many others had not. Many thought his best years were already behind him. Instead, Jamie kept scoring. In the 2019-20 season, he won the Premier League Golden Boot, finishing as the league's top scorer at the age of 33. He proved that determination doesn't have an expiration date. As if the Premier League story wasn't enough, Jamie helped Leicester win the FA Cup for the first time in the club's history. Another impossible chapter added to an already unbelievable career. Jamie Vardy's story has inspired countless young footballers, especially those who believe they're running out of time. His career reminds us that success doesn't always follow the usual path. Sometimes, the long road becomes the most unforgettable one. Jamie Vardy's story reminds us that rejection is not a prediction of your future. He was released, worked in a factory, played in front of tiny crowds, and questioned whether he should quit. But he kept showing up, one training session, one match, and one goal at a time. Because he refused to give up, he achieved what almost nobody thought was possible. If people have underestimated you, don't let their opinion become your limit. Keep working, keep improving, and one day, you might surprise the world. If Jamie Vardy's journey inspired you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more incredible success stories, and let us know in the comments whose story we should tell next. Thanks for watching, and hopefully one day, it'll be yours.